Hi, friends. Good evening. It's Saturday, August 22nd. And as you can see here, there's little railroad tracks. So that means that you're going to watch a video about the Little Railroad, the Alaska Central Railroad. It's been a little while since I've posted, since I've uploaded anything about the Alaska Central Railroad. Uh, Partly because I've been so busy that I haven't posted much of anything. It is that time of year, and I'm getting ready to get into firewood season and getting ready for winter. So that's just a whole nother can of worms of being busy. If you know, you know. Um, and Another reason why is I don't want to overload the channel with the little railroad here and have people bored or not really interested in it and don't really want to see it. But if you're interested and you want me to keep posting videos here, then videos on this topic, then let me know and I'll keep posting that. But let me show you what's been going on here this summer. So I am here, and if you've been here before, or you've seen some of the other videos, I'm here at the Whitney Hayes Tunnel, and this is uh, the junction, the tunnel junction right here. So you have switch right here, and then over there's another switch, which is CP tunnel. CP is a control point. Um, just like the real railroads, in some cases their switches are called CPs, control points, because dispatcher is going to be controlling them remotely. So, and that's a whole thing that I'm not going to get into. But for ease of operations here and how we do things, the three electric switches that we got here are called control points. So this one over here is CP tunnel. There are lights. You just can't see it right now. They're facing their direction. And this diamond, and everything looks kind of fresh. Well, that's because the diamond just got put in today that I've been working on. I had help from Brian, which is another member. He's actually the president of Alaska Life Steamers. I'm the vice president and also the maintenance away foreman. So this is a big track project that we got going on here, and I'll just let the visual evidence of the fresh ballast tell you a little bit on going on here. And so I took up old track right through here and then up to the switch, and there's a pile of old track right here. And the reason why I took that up is it's a older style track. There are some viewers of my channel, thanks for watching, um, that kind of know a little bit on about this scale. They're members of other live steam railroad, and so I don't know the brand name, but these are older ties, much older than the AccuTie system that we have here. AccuTie is a much superior track than wood and anything else. It's a durable plastic, and then AccuTie rail. And so this is a 20-foot panel that starts from right there and then goes over to the diamond. There are no joints in between the switch and the diamond. Um, just I don't want to have a bunch of joints. I want a nice smooth track. And then it's aluminum rail that goes to steel bar right here, and that's a whole nother topic how that was built. We'll save that for another time. And then this is another panel, not quite 20 feet. I think I took off 3-4 feet. I can't quite remember, but this is all custom, and I mean it's a tailored fit. So getting to my point, the reason why I used better track right here is there were several joints that were going right through here, and actually where the diamond sits, there was a series of joints right there, and the joints, the curve actually was kind of dog-legged a little bit. It wasn't a nice flowing curve through here. It was kind of rough. So since I got to do all this track work anyway, we're going to do it the right way, which any other class 1 railroad would do, however class 2, and just, you know, pull that up and lay down nice new track, and then of course tying this all in. And then this is two sections right here. Again, I didn't want to have a bunch of rag joints from the switch to the diamond, so that is a 20-foot panel that again I cut down. Actually, this one I probably cut down quite a bit, maybe close to 5 feet. And then I brought a 10-foot shorter panel in here, and then I put the joints right there, kind of in the middle. And what's cool is, you know, again, there's no joints going into the diamond other than the diamond track itself. And then I did use joint bars here, and had to, in some cases, drill the individual holes, the bolt holes, to line up the fish plates. But got everything all tied together, and Jack was hauling ballast and got all this tamped and raised, and then I just swept it by hand with switch brooms here. Obviously there's going to be a lot more track work, so let me show you some of the other stuff here. So that was just the diamond, that was the junction. So from today, from the end of what was a 20-foot panel off the switch is what I started with. Came across here, did the diamond, right? Okay. Then I got the curve in. All right. This is a whole new road bed here, and so I'll show you this. Goes all the way across the swamp. So let's go for a little walk. There's 2 new bridges on this track right here. Tomorrow there's going to be some dirt work here a little bit, and then the bridge is going to get welded up with the rest of the bracing. And then next week we'll be able to actually start running something across track here, and I mean just work equipment. It's going to take a lot of work to get this ready. So obviously there's ballast that needs to get put in. We got our geotextile fabric down on top of nice road bed, and got the track here. And the process is just going to be dumping ballast, and then running fill rock, you know, sub road bed or sub ballast, if you want to call it that. And you know, that's actually pretty cool, the whole process. So I will do a video of that and show you all how I do that. Okay, so this has been this project's been going on for 2 years. Yeah, two years. About the time when the first bit of work was being done to the roadbed, getting it built. This is a swamp right here. For those that watch my videos that have also been here, you may have seen some of the construction of the roadbed being put in the last couple of years. And so this is what you're looking at here. And so there's been a big change over here. Now, from this side of the bridge all the way to this new bridge, just on the other side of the bridge, I tied this all in one day, and that was last week, and that was several hundred feet. That was what, 300 feet roughly of track, and putting in the curves and then screwing all the ties. And I did have help staging the track panels out and getting some of the ties ready, so it wasn't just me that did it. I did the work of putting it all, tying it all together. So this is a new bridge right here. This has been a group effort to get this built. For those that have been here or have watched my previous videos that show the Alaska Central Railroad, the track used to come down the hill right where the ballast ends, but actually it was a lot lower, right? It was lower and a lower grade, and it was steeper. It was a steeper hill, and then it ran right across here, and you can see some track right there that ends. That's just a section of the old main that's abandoned. The switch has been pulled out on the other end, and that track's just there for whenever I decide to pull it up, which isn't going to be anytime soon. And then everything's all welded up. There will be deck timbers, just not sure when I'm gonna get those done. So there'll be a nice walkway and guardrails in the track. I still got a lot of work to do here, but it's coming together. This was ballasted, what, 3 weeks ago? About 3 weeks ago. So the track, and there's the fresh ballast where it starts. All right. So at the start of the summer season here, we pulled up the track from right about in here all the way down the curve, pulled the bridge, the old deck bridge out. That's still down there. And I brought up the track panels and put them here. There's a small chunk of panel. I don't want to use something really short on the main, so it'll get used somewhere. So come down here. Now there will be a bunch of ballast and fill that'll go in here. I got to put wing walls in here, basically close off this end and that other end, end caps, I guess you can call that end caps, and that's going to be so that ballast and fill doesn't just spill out. And the beams right underneath the track here, they were welded, I think, last Sunday to be precise, and they're actually bent, they're curved, so they follow the track, the curvature of the track. So that's pretty cool. So you used to come down from Denali Summit, the botanical gardens in the station up on the hill, and you come down and you would essentially make a left, and then you would come down here. So now you're gonna just come down from the hill, go through the switch, and come down, and you'll go across the swamp and through the tunnel, and then through Whitney Loop, and then you'll go up to the station, right? Because this part of the route is going to be the last leg of the journey. So yeah, there's been a lot of work involved into getting this track made here. It's not just moving some dirt around and then throwing some type par and having track. We actually build our roadbed here to the same specs that the railroads would use here in Alaska, or even roads for that matter. Because there's swamplands here, we have to have permits from the Army Corps of Engineers to build anything across the swamp, and we have to build everything to a certain standard. And it just took 2 years of volunteer time and labor to get the dirt work done. Jack and Dale did quite a bit. They're members here. Jack is our founder. He's the glue of the whole little railroad here, and Dale is another member. He's also treasurer. They ran the pit. I know there was other people as well that did help with the dirt work. And then my part has been doing the fabric and getting the bridges adjusted to my liking for track. I guess I'm also in bridges and building. We got the fabric down to my liking, and then getting all this track in. So it's going to look so much different when it's all ballasted, and we can be running trains down here. So this is the last major track project on the Alaska Central Railroad. This is it. Will we have other projects? Yeah, there's going to be projects, but nothing like this. This is the last big chunk. So you have, I kind of got the railroad broken down into a couple different subdivisions, but having this track, the way it's connected, would be its own subdivision, going across out there. So got to come up with the proper name for it, but kind of was like in either tunnel subdivision or Whitney subdivision. Haven't decided because of the Whitney Hayes tunnel, but I kind of like tunnel subdivision. But so I got a little bit of work left here to do tonight before I'm done, but I'm gonna go move some cars around and do some other fun stuff. And I got to get an appropriate switch stand for this, because now I can take the spike out because the switch is spiked, and get that switch in service, because there will be a welding car coming in here to get the bridge welded up so we can get ballast done. All right, so that's my little update on a project here with the Alaska Central Railroad. So hope you found this entertaining, insightful, informative maybe. I don't know. I'm just having fun with it. This is my train here. And that's also my train. Well, I'm in charge of it. These are my engines, so. I'll just get it fired up, and I'm going to move it down the track. All right, well, thanks for watching. Have a good rest of your day.